Hey everyone, this is Mike and Matt with Discover Powered Paragliding of North American Adventure Importers. Today we're going to show you how to do a few upgrades, a few other things. We noticed on some of the adventure arms, if you have it locked into the sport mode where you get the 3D weight shift, the block washers actually burn up the uni-ball. So we're going to show you how to, like this one here, it works good up and down, but you notice that the side to side starting to get stiff on it. So we're going to show you how to fix that and what the permanent cure is to fix that. Take long. If you have any questions, definitely post them in the comments below or email us at info@flyppg.com.
Hi guys, it's Matt again. Here we're going to show you guys with tension on the 3D sport mode on the Pluma. If you get tension on where they don't move freely, we're going to show you how to free them back up again. List of tools you're going to need. Need a little hammer because we're going to have to press the bearing back to one shape again. Torque wrench, inch-pound, 3/8 drive ratchet, 17mm socket, a 5mm Allen wrench. This is some torque steel. Loctite, good for locking that end of the nut on. A big 8mm Allen for the big bolt that runs through the Weightshift arm. And then a 5mm Allen that runs on the front side bolt. Alright, we're going to fix this arm because right now it has quite a bit of tension on it and it's not moving freely, with that tension it's putting more stress on the bearings. So we're going to show you how to fix it real quick. Start off, take the top of the harness down, drop it forward, pull your back plate with Kevlar, pull it off, set it aside. From here you got easy access to your big 8mm Allen on one side and a 17mm hex on the other side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen it up, take my 8mm, put it on the bolt, and I'm going to take a socket, 17mm socket, 3/8 drive ratchet. Once it gets loose, I'll go ahead and stop. Then I'll go to the front side of the arm, and we're going to loosen up this bolt in front. 5mm. Put it all the way in there. Loosen it up. Break it loose. From here, the carabiner off and the safety strap stays on. So just do the carabiner. I'll rock it back and slide the strap around. Open the carabiner up. Slide that strap off. From there, just slide it off the Weightshift arm. Move it to the side. Sit on top of the harness. Now I'm going to take these two bolts out. So I'll take this front one out first. Slide the harness off of it. And I'm going to take this big nut off. Nut, washer, lock washer, and the arm slides right off. And you can see the bearings pressed in on one side quite a bit. And then the opposite side you can see it's pushed out. Which with that tension, with it not being centered, it's causing this uni-ball to be really stiff. Alright, show you how to solve a sticky uni-ball. So, the directions for this is as the Weightshift sits on there, this is your external side. You take your 17mm socket that took that nut off, and it goes on that external side. From there, I'll flip it over, put the socket down on the ground. Hold the Weightshift arm up and brace it to where the socket's touching just the bearing around the outside. Then you'll take a hammer and on the uni-ball itself, right here, you're going to tap it down towards the ground. So as you're doing that, what you're doing is you're taking the uni-ball and pushing it back towards the middle, and you'll end up freeing it up. Double check it, lift it up. You should have her sitting pretty close to the center point. And at this time, you can notice the uni-ball moves freely again. It should twist all the way through itself and be loose and free is what you want. Got the uni-ball free back up. So now what I'm going to do, before I set it back on, I'm going to take and spray some WD-40 on both sides. And I'm going to clean it back up. Just get all the dirt and the grime off of everything. You want to keep this uni-ball as clean and as free moving as you can. Alright, so we got our uni-ball free again. with the issue with it being need to be solved. Upon noticing it on some of our higher hour machines, we got a hold of Venture about the issue. They put their engineers on it, and then in a couple days they came back with the problem how to get the uni-ball moving freely again. And then their engineers also took and replaced the lock washers that put the machine into sport mode. We are replacing these two lock washers with two machined spacers. Alright, from here we remove this bolt, take all the washers off. What we're doing and why we're doing this is because with all the friction and metal to metal friction that causes that uni-ball to seize up, we got a lot of grind. So what we're doing is we're going to inspect everything and make sure everything's clean before we put it all back together. Removing the bolt. So I'll remove the bolt, pull straight out of the frame. It's got a washer on the bolt on this side. You got a rubber piece, plastic piece, and a metal washer on the other side. From here, I'm going to clean everything up. Get a little WD-40 on the rag. As you're cleaning everything up, that way it lubricates it, plus you're cleaning all the dirt and grime off of it. As you see, not much, but just a little bit, just to help move everything, clean everything up, and move it freely again. From here, taking the bolt with the washer on it and sliding it back through the frame, go from the inside towards the outside, slide it straight through. From there, you got a black rubber piece. Clean it up real quick. We'll slide it back in place. Slides all the way against the frame. And we got a clear nylon. As you're putting everything together, you see there's a little bit of wear on it. We'll put the wear to the inside. That way the metal washer sitting on the outside of this has something free and clear and no friction or anything stopping it from torquing the right spec down. Here, got the metal washer. Sometimes as you're looking at it, you may have just a little bevel or something from the old metal washer that was on it. So you put the bevel part towards the inside and put the lumped up part towards the outside. We got a clean bolt, a black rubber piece, white nylon, and our metal washer back on. Now we're going to take and put on our new machine spacers for the uni-ball. Slide them on the bolt. They are a snug fit, so kind of work your way slowly. Don't try to pry it or move it. From here, uni-ball moving freely. Everything is clean. I will take and slide our Weightshift arm on, and then we will put our other machine spacer on this side. From here, I got my other metal washer that goes on the outside of that machine spacer. I'm taking it, cleaning it back up. I will put it back on. And then I got our 17mm nut that goes on the outside. I screw it on a little bit. Now from here, we want to leave a little bit of space in seeing the threads. What we're going to do is we're going to take just a little bit of Loctite and we're going to put it on those threads. We're taking Loctite 243. It's a thread locker Loctite, medium strength. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to put 2 drops on the threads where the bolt's going to seal in, and that's helping that nut lock to the bolt in. Hold it upside down, get down there, get the threads, and just go a couple drops. You don't need a whole bunch, just something to help that nut seat and lock onto that bolt. Take my ratchet, my 17mm, goes on the outside with the nut. My big 8mm Allen on the inside. Right now, all I'm doing is putting tension on it. I'm not cranking it down or anything. I am putting tension on it. I will take and put torque wrench on it to get the correct torque spec. Take my torque wrench. I'm going to set this to 250 inch-pounds. Set 250. I lock it. Make sure it's going the correct direction. From here, move it a smooth motion. You don't want to go fast. You don't want to skip right past the torque spec. So as it starts getting tension is when you start moving just a little slower until torque wrench gives. Right there, she's torqued down. That's all there is. Now you got a free moving sport mode waist shift arm again. Here we're going to assemble everything else. I'll take and put my harness on the front side of the waist shift arm again. When you do this, make sure the strap's running straight. Slide it back on the waist shift arm to whatever your desired location is. I'll take my bolt with the lock washer, a regular big flat washer on it. I'll screw it in the outside. There's no Loctite required on this because of the lock washer. From here, all we do is we're putting a torque on it. This front bolt where the harness connects to the waist shift arm gets torqued down to 140 inch-pounds. 140 and lock it. Make sure your Allen seats all the way into the head. Hold the waist shift arm. Go slow and easy. And torque that front bolt down. Now I'm going to take and put my safety strap back on and my carabiner back on. What I do is the safety strap running straight, go through the hole on the inside of the waist shift arm, go through the hole. Your carabiner needs to sit like this on the inside, where it opens on the inside. So your strap for your carabiner needs to go from the inside towards the outside. Your safety strap runs behind. Your strap secures your carabiner. I open the hole up where the carabiner goes into, and I slide the carabiner back towards it and hook it in place. Slide it down in place. Carabiner open up on the inside. Your safety strap runs up through the inside, through the hole, up to your carabiner on the back side. Take our back plate, Kevlar plate, the foam pad on it, secure it back to the frame. Lift the harness back up, clip it back in place. Now we have everything complete and a free moving waist shift arm again. Alright, if you got everything assembled back together, we use what's called torque seal, marking paint in a sense. Use it, what we do is we mark the bolt and the nut. It shows what it does is when you mark it, so I go from the bolt to the nut, I kind of get it situated in toward touching both of them, to where if this nut was to move on this bolt, it's going to break that, and you know if your torque spec has broke loose. So I'll mark that, and I'll also mark this front one. Bolt's going to move off this washer, so I connect it to the washer, to the bolt. Just like that. Something little, something really easy on your pre-flight. You can tell if a bolt or nut or something's moved and the torque spec's changed. If you've got any questions, feel free to contact us anytime at info@flyppg.com, or you can get a hold of myself or Mike on Facebook or through our phone numbers anytime. Thank you.